Hello everyone, I am Meenakshi Birari, working as assistant professor in chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nasik. We know that quantitatively the ability of the solution to conduct electricity is expressed in terms of its conductivity. The conductivity or conductance of a solution of an electrolyte is found to be dependent on the number of factors. In previous lecture, we have studied the factors affecting the conduction of a solution. These are the nature of the electrolyte, the concentration of the solution, the velocity with which cations and anions move in the solution, and also the temperature, which decides the mobility of the ions, and also the extent to which a weak electrolyte dissociates. Now, in today's lecture, we will study some basic terms in conductometry. We will discuss the conductivity and other related topics such as Ohm's law, conductance, specific resistance, equivalent conductance, and molar conductance. Let us see some definitions. First of all, Ohm's law. According to this law, the strength of current, that is I, flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across the conductor and inversely proportional to the resistance R of the conductor. So it is expressed in terms of this relation I is equal to E upon R, where I is the current flowing through a conductor, E, that is potential difference applied across the conductor, and R, it is resistance of a conductor. So I is equal to E upon R. That means current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference, that is E, and it is inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. Ohm's law states that the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the applied electromagnetic force and inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. Thus, if E is equal to EMF in volt, I is equal to current in ampere, R, that is equal to resistance in ohm, then I is equal to E upon R. With an appropriate choice of units, the constant of proportionality is made unity. Then second one, conductance. It implies the ease with which the current flows through conductor. Thus the conductance is reciprocal to resistance. Therefore C is equal to I upon R. The conductance is reciprocal to resistance. Next one, specific resistance. Now what is specific resistance? It is the resistance offered by a substance of 1 cm length and 1 square centimeter surface area. The proportionality constant ρ is called specific resistance. That means specific resistance is denoted as ρ, and it is the resistance offered by a substance of 1 cm length and 1 square centimeter surface area. So what is the unit of measurement for specific resistance? That is ohm centimeter. Specific conductivity. Now what is specific conductivity? It is the conductivity offered by a substance of 1 centimeter length and 1 square centimeter surface area. So specific conductivity, it is the reverse of resistance. Specific conductivity, it is the reverse of resistance, and it is offered by a substance of 1 centimeter length and 1 square centimeter surface area. So that it is the reverse of resistance. So unit of measurement is milliohms per centimeter. Then equivalent conductivity. Equivalent conductivity is the conductivity of a solution containing equivalent weight of the solute between electrodes 1 centimeter apart and 1 square centimeter surface area. What is the unit for this? That is milliohms per centimeter. So equivalent conductivity also having the unit milliohms per centimeter. The equivalent conductance of an electrolyte, that is nothing but the conductance of the volume of solution containing one equivalent weight of dissolved substance when placed between two parallel electrodes 1 centimeter apart and large enough to contain between them all the solution. Equivalent conductance cannot be determined directly but determined from specific conductance. Then molecular conductance. Molecular conductance may be defined as the conductance of a solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte when placed between two sufficiently large electrodes placed 1 centimeter apart. And molecular conductance is denoted by mu and it is measured in milliohms. So what is molecular conductance? That may be the conductance of a solution containing 1 gram mole of electrolyte when placed between two sufficiently large electrodes placed 1 centimeter apart, and it is denoted by mu. It is measured in terms of milliohms. So these are some definitions which are useful to study conductometry. Now let us see all these terms in detail one by one. First of all, specific resistance or resistivity. The resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the area of cross section A of the conductor. So the resistance R of any conductor having a uniform cross-sectional area is found to be directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to the area of cross-section, which is represented by A. So mathematically that resistance R is directly proportional to L upon A, or R is equal to rho into L upon A, where this rho, it is proportionality constant and is called specific resistance. The resistance R of any conductor having a uniform cross-sectional area which is found to be directly proportional to the length. That means R is directly proportional to length of its conductor, and resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section A of the conductor. Here R is inversely proportional to A, that is the area of cross section. Therefore we can represent this R is equal to rho into L upon A. When we remove this sign of proportionality, we have to put the constant, proportionality constant, here rho. This rho is proportionality constant and is called specific resistance. Resistance R is expressed in ohm, and this equation is applicable to all conductors, electronic or electrolytic. If we put L is equal to 1 centimeter and A, that is area of cross section, is equal to 1 centimeter square, then R is equal to rho. Whenever we put these values here, R is equal to rho into L upon A. L is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1 upon 1. So that R is equal to rho. Thus, the specific resistance of the conductor may be defined as the resistance offered by a conductor having 1 centimeter length and 1 centimeter square area of cross section. In other words, It is the resistance of 1 centimeter cube of the conductor. The value of rho, that is proportionality constant, is the characteristic property of a conductor and it depends upon the nature of the conductor. Specific resistance is the resistance offered by a material 1 centimeter in length and having area of cross section 1 centimeter square. Therefore, in other words, it is the resistance of 1 centimeter cube of the conductor. Now, what is the unit of specific resistance? It is very simple. When we consider R, that is resistance, it is expressed in ohm. L, that is length. So, what is the unit of length? Centimeter. Then area of cross section, that is A, it is measured in centimeter square. So, we get rho is equal to the unit of length, that is centimeter, and area of cross section, it is centimeter square, and resistance having the unit ohm. Therefore, the proportionality constant having the unit ohm centimeter. Then specific resistance, when we observe for different conducting materials, it is the table in which the conducting materials having specific resistance. So in this table, the specific resistance of some conductors are given. This table, it shows that the specific resistance of metals are much lower than those of electrolytes taken in fused forms or in the form of their aqueous solutions. The reason behind this observation is that the conduction in a metal occurs due to movement of electrons, while that in solution of an electrolyte occurs due to movement of ions, and the mobility of electrons which is much greater than the mobility of ions. In previous lecture already we have discussed the conductance and mobility of ions, also the factors affecting the conductance of solution. We have studied that quantitatively the ability of the solution to conduct electricity is expressed in terms of its conductivity, and the conductivity of a solution of an electrolyte is found to be dependent on different factors. A strong electrolyte dissociates almost completely in dilute solution, whereas a weak electrolyte dissociates partially in such a solution, and a strong electrolyte conduct electricity as compared to a weak electrolytes. Here in this table, silver conducting material having specific resistance 1.468 into 10 raised to minus 6, then copper 1.561 into 10 raised to minus 6. 1 molar KCl solution having the 25 degree Celsius temperature, specific resistance will be 8.93 ohm centimeter. 1 molar acetic acid having 757.5 specific resistance, and here when we consider the 0.001 molar KCl solution having specific resistance 6.81. So these are the specific resistance of some conductors, and this table shows that the specific resistance of metals are much lower than those of electrolytes taken in fused forms or in the form of their aqueous solutions. And the reason behind this observation is that the conduction in a metal occurs due to movement of electrons, while that in solution of an electrolyte occurs due to movement of ions, and the mobility of electrons which is much greater than mobilities of ions. The table further shows that the specific resistance of solutions of strong electrolytes are lower than those of solutions of weak electrolytes. This difference arises due to different extents to which the strong and weak electrolyte dissociate in dilute solution. We know that a strong electrolyte dissociates almost completely in dilute solution. On the other hand, a weak electrolyte dissociates partially in such a solution, and due to such a difference, there is difference in the specific resistance of solutions. The strong electrolyte dissociates almost completely, whereas weak electrolyte dissociates partially. Therefore, the number of ions in the solution of strong electrolyte at a particular concentration is considerably greater than those present in the solution of weak electrolyte having the same concentrations. The conduction in metals is called electronic conduction, while that in solution of electrolyte is called an electrolytic or ionic conduction. With temperature, the resistance of a metal increases while that of a solution of electrolyte decreases. This is because the mobility of electron decreases with the rise in temperature while the mobility of the ions increases. Already we have studied the factors affecting the mobility of ions, also the factors affecting electrolytic conductance. So one of the factor, that is temperature. The temperature decides the mobility of the ions and also the extent to which a weak electrolyte dissociates. Therefore, the mobility of electron decreases with rise in temperature while the mobility of the ion increases with rise in temperature. Now let us see specific conductance or conductivity of the solution. The reciprocal of specific resistance is called specific conductance or conductivity of the solution, and it is denoted by K, that is kappa. Conductance is the reverse of resistance. Therefore, we can say the reciprocal of specific resistance is called specific conductance or conductivity of the solution. We know that specific resistance, that is rho, it will be given by such an expression: the resistance of any conductor which is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to its area of cross section. That is, resistance R is equal to rho into L upon A, where rho is proportionality constant, which is called specific resistance. Therefore, 1 upon rho is equal to 1 upon R into L upon A. So, specific conductance equal to L into L upon A, because the reciprocal of specific resistance is called specific conductance. So here rho, it is the specific resistance. When we take its reciprocal, we get the specific conductance, that is denoted by K kappa. Specific conductance or conductivity of the solution is also represented by symbol Ls, and it is also the reciprocal of specific resistance. Therefore, the unit is milliohm because it is the reciprocal of specific resistance. If we take L is equal to 1 centimeter and A is equal to 1 centimeter square, then specific conductance of an electrolytic solution is defined as the conductance of a solution kept between two parallel electrodes, each of cross-sectional area 1 centimeter square and separated by 1 centimeter length. In other words, specific conductance of an electrolytic solution is defined as the conductivity of 1 centimeter cube of the solution. So, specific conductance of an electrolytic solution is defined as the conductivity of 1 centimeter cube of the solution. So, what is the unit of specific conductance or conductivity of the solution? Specific conductance is given as K is equal to L into L upon A. It is equal to 1 upon R because it is the reciprocal of resistance. L, that is the length, and A, it is the area of cross section. So R, that is having the unit ohm, L, that is having the unit centimeter, and area of cross section centimeter square. If we put these units, we get reciprocal of resistance, that is ohm raised to minus 1, L centimeter, then area centimeter square. So it becomes centimeter raised to minus 1. So what is the unit of specific conductance? It becomes milliohms per centimeter. SI unit of specific resistance is ohm centimeter, and the unit of specific conductance is ohm per centimeter, that means milliohm per centimeter. Now let us see the next definition, equivalent conductance. Equivalent conductance is defined as the conducting power of all the ions produced by 1 gram of an electrolyte in the given solution. And equivalent conductance is represented by lambda. It is observed that the conductance of a solution of different electrolytes vary with their concentration. To compare the conductance of different electrolytes, it is convenient to define a quantity called equivalent conductance. What is equivalent conductance? It is the conductance due to all ions produced by 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte in a given solution, and it is denoted by lambda. Mathematically, lambda is equal to K into V, where K is equal to specific conduction of the solution, V, that is volume in cubic centimeter containing 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte. If we take N, that is the normality, then equivalent conductance lambda is equal to K into 1000 divided by normality. Consider two large parallel electrode sets 1 centimeter apart and whole of the solution containing 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte is placed between the electrodes. If V is the volume of the solution containing 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte, then lambda is equal to Ls into V or K into V. Ls or K, that is nothing but the specific conduction of the solution, and V, that is volume in Cc containing 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte. If C is the concentration of the solution in gram equivalent per liter, then V is equal to 1000 divided by C. And if N is the normality, then lambda is equal to K into 1000 divided by normality. SI unit is Siemens meter square per equivalent, and the unit of equivalent conductance is milliohm centimeter square. So what is equivalent conductance? It is the conductance of 1 gram equivalent of solute contained between two electrodes spaced 1 centimeter apart. So the equivalent conductance of an electrolyte is defined as the conductance of the volume of solution containing 1 equivalent weight of dissolved substance when placed between two parallel electrodes 1 centimeter apart and large enough to contain between them all the solution. Equivalent conductance cannot be determined directly but determined from specific conductance. If C is concentration of solution in gram equivalent per liter, then concentration per cubic centimeter is equal to C divided by 1000, and volume containing 1 equivalent of solute is 1000 divided by C. Therefore, lambda is equal to K divided by C into 1000, where C is concentration in gram equivalent per liter. So as the equivalent weight of the substance increases, their equivalent conductances lambda decreases. We should remember, the equivalent weight of the substance increases, their equivalent conductances lambda decreases. For example, lambda of HCl is higher than NaCl. HCl having equivalent weight 36.5 and equivalent weight of NaCl 58.5. So equivalent conductance is used to express the ability of individual substance to conduct electric current. The equivalent weight of the substance increases, their equivalent conductances decreases. And equivalent conductance, it is useful to express the ability of individual substance to conduct electric current. Equivalent conductance or lambda is never determined directly, but it is calculated from its specific conductance and concentration. Now, molar conductance. Molar conductance is defined as the conducting power of all the ions produced by 1 mole of an electrolyte in the given solution, and it is represented as mu. Therefore, mu is equal to K into V, where K is specific conduction of the solution and V, that is volume in cubic centimeter containing 1 mole of the electrolyte. If M is the molarity of the solution, then mu is equal to K into 1000 divided by M, where M is molarity. Now what is the SI unit? SI unit of molar conductance is Siemens meter square per mole. So in today's lecture we have studied some basic terms used in conductometry. We have studied Ohm's law, specific conductance, specific resistance, equivalent conductance and molar conductance. In next lecture we will study types of conductance cells. Thank you.